Yo, this Diddy trial has been crazy. I could just imagine if we would have actually had video of it. Like if we could have had cameras inside the court case, oh my God, this would probably been the craziest court case in history. This would have been the craziest court case in history. Like if we would have the same cameras we had during the Young Thug trial. That's why when they said New York City, I was like, no. I didn't want him to be trialed in New York. I was hoping that Miami, if somebody would have picked up the case. Not Los Angeles either, because we didn't get to see the Megan Tory one on camera either. I was hoping he would have been trialed in Miami so we had a better shot of actually seeing footage of what's going on during the court case. But a lot of information has been coming out. A lot of information has been released. Bro, we've seen 50's baby moms up and down all over this case. After Cassie got off the thing, now 50's baby moms is there, bro. She's referring to himself like Kobe Bryant. She's referring to herself like Kobe Bryant of the Freako, and Diddy as Jordan. Like, that's crazy. If Jordan and Kobe ever played on the same team, it would have been them two in the sheets. It's a crazy, crazy thing. We see a lot of subs from 50 coming as well. A lot coming from 50. I'm like, damn, this is why 50 flipped. Because remember, 50 and Diddy were cool at one point. Yeah, things got weird, and they started like kind of subbing each other and everything, but then I don't know, it went to full-blown hate. And I think it's because you gotta think about that. Yo, the mother of your kid, the one that's kissing your kids, hey, have a good day at school, kissing them in the cheek, getting all sticky as she comes off your son's face. Like, oh no, oh no, 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 no. I would literally get a restraining order from her lips and my child. Like, nah, I don't want you touching them. I do not want them lips nowhere near my kid, please, Lord. But audio leaks of a voice message of Diddy allegedly left to 50's BMs talking about you better either freak off or F off. That's a crazy choice. Cause she's thinking I gotta go back to New York. I was gonna say to the slums, brother, 50's your baby daddy. How bad could it be? How bad could it really be? Cause we seeing rumors everywhere that she was allegedly smashing for like 10 bands for 15 days, which is like $750 a day, I believe.
Not taking off work. So how much? 10 bands. 10 bands? How do you be 50 Cent's baby mama and get piped out for 10 bands? Holy shit. You get piped out for 15 days. Let's go back up, chat. 9 days in Turks, 6 days in Bahamas, and 10 bands. Let's ration it out. If it was 10 days, it would be $1,000 a day. 15, how much is that, chat? Like $750? So every day of was $750. That's called a bargain. That's bargain. That's bargain. I like that shit.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Your BMs is out there smashing basically for free. She took that shit as tips. That was a tip. Oh no. Me and my 9-to-5 self would have a midlife breakdown if I ever find out my regular John is doing something like that for 10 bands. Nah, 10 bands. You can't even pay off my whip. Like, yo, oh my God. Oh Lord, that you just did it for the love of the game at that point. At that point, you just did it for the love of the game. You ain't even do it for a reason. You just did it for the love of the game. We got shows to the channel. We're doing that giveaway. We just passed 10,000. We just got a couple more slots we got to fill up. So if you want to be a part of that, like this video, comment down below. Please share your thoughts. Sub up to the channel. Send me proof to my DMs on IG. You will be added to the giveaway. But this is insane.
So we just got this new audio from the Diddy trial, and it is pretty explosive. This is audio of a voicemail that Diddy left trial for the last couple days. Really annoyed. It's talking about her maybe giving him the silent treatment, and his response is, I got a busy life. I can't be dealing with your silent treatment, and we got to keep it moving. He says, you need to get back on your job. This sounds like a reference to her job being to continue to engage in all these freak-offs with him, and he sounds really pissed off.
Hey, I really don't know what's going on with you, but I just want to just give you a heads up that I'm about to really disappear on you. You feel me? I'm not going to be playing these games with you at all. At all. So I don't know. You think you silent treating me. You think I'm going to be, nah. You'll have a rude awakening. You'll just have silent in you, and I ain't trying to go back and forth with no woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I ain't got no time for no motherfucking games. Where my life is at right now, I don't have no time for no games, baby girl. Be mad, I can have a spat, we can have whatever. Then after that, you better get on your job. That's really, that's all it is. Cause you got me on my job. Nah, it ain't never gonna work like that over here. You know what I'm saying? I was trying not to leave this message, but you have left me no choice. So either you go in the direction of like moving on and shit like that, or you like just like have me just keep moving, right? I'm just being clear. I can't do this shit with you every time you get upset.
Nah, this is crazy. A lot was said, like the job part. I feel like the job part is the most incriminating part because they're trying to make it look and sound like Diddy was running a ring of freakiness. Like, just, that's crazy. To get hit with a freaky Rico to me is just still insane to me. The Freako, like, that's still crazy. And 50's BMs, and yo, imagine beefing with a dude and you got his wife jumping through hoops, oiled up, butt naked is crazy to me. Calling her like, yo, what we doing? You getting freaky or not? Because if not, I'm about to disappear on you. You got to get back to your job. You got me doing my job. job? I feel like he's saying, because remember, we did hear in the trial that he's allegedly still paying her rent day in her, I believe he said in Miami. And I don't know if it was like 10 bands. I'm like, damn, where does Shorty live? Where does Shorty live? If I'm 50, I'm like, hold on, where's my child support money going to? Where's my child support money going to? Diddy out here paying my BM's rent? And he's telling her, you got to get back on your job if you want me on mine. So I'm assuming he's like, yo, I'm holding my part of the deal, giving you bread, paying your rent, keeping that lifestyle you got. It's all alleged. I'm just what I'm taking from this. But you're not holding up your part. So either we gonna get freaky, or she used to say like hotel night, or it's cool, you moving on, you getting better and brighter things, and I'm gonna get back to what I like to do. Only thing that in his defense, if I was Brian Steele, is at no point is he forcing her. He literally told her, if you moving on, it's cool. Let's just know what you're doing, because every time you get tight, you do it. He's not holding her against her will. It doesn't sound like. It's like, yo, if you moving on, all right, cool. Let me know, so I could do my thing and find somebody else to get freaky with. That's what I took from it. Here we hear a bit more information come out about 50's BMs and Diddy and the whole relationship of how they fell out with between 50 and all that, and how he comes in and how she was getting paid a couple dollars to be sleeping with Diddy, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. I know Ja Rule's somewhere right now in New York, Harlem shaking right now. Irv Gotti's on the other side laughing like, oh, you want to smoke the Irv Gotti pack? It's rare for Fifth to have L's, but this might be one of them. I ain't gonna lie. Because I would have understood if it was like the Drake BMs, like, I had a too freaky of a night and slipped up. Nah, 50 was with her. We seen 50 on the beach running around with his hair all looking crazy, taking pictures of her and everything. This is nasty work. Let's see what Killer got to say.
Before they ask you a couple questions, we hear about 50's baby mom, Daphne, being involved in some of these things. Did you ever fuck Daphne?
Also, Cam right here is talking to the Punisher, aka one of the male workers that we heard come out in the Diddy trial, I believe one of the first ones. So Cam interviewed him.
He says baby mother?
Nah, every time I was called or involved in any way, it was on Cassie specifically.
All right, cool.
Last year, when the news broke that Daphne was actually listed as one of Diddy's sex workers, 50 Cent had a blast calling her sex worker every single chance he got. So if I'm 50, I don't blame him at all for asking this question.
Don't come with the BS. Don't kiss my boy, PP mouth. I said it. I knew that was in 50's mind. That's the first thing I'm thinking of. Like, nah, she's out here kissing my son goodbye. Oh my God. Not with them freaky lips.
As of now, what has been presented, she is full of it. She is full of SHIT. Basically, she came up there. This is a beautiful woman. I can't tell y'all who she is. I was in the courtroom. I see her face. I know exactly who she is. And they're going to have to come something better than this, y'all. They're going to have, let me tell you something. I believe that Diddy is guilty of stuff. I believe, and I actually want Diddy to go to jail. So let me be clear on that. So I'm not one of those Diddy sympathizers or supporters. But what I am saying is this witness right here, with the stuff she was talking about up there, ain't gonna get it. Gon' get it. If what they have her up there talking about, if the goal is for her to be there to be talking about sex trafficking, which is an allegation, it ain't gonna get it. So the gist of it is she was with Diddy. They started dating in 2021. She was with him all the way up to his arrest, okay? She's not there because she wants to be. But she said that she has a baby daddy who, her baby daddy and Diddy have a well-known animosity. They do not get along. And so she talked about...
What did Sean tell you about your rent when you said you did not want to have S anymore? That he'll give me maybe 3 more months. How do you feel? Obligated? Obligated to do what? Obligation sidebar. Man, that's basically sidebar of obligated to, you know, keep working so he can keep paying that rent. I'm just still shocked that she's testifying against Diddy. Maybe she was forced to?
Telling Diddy, like, oh, I just want to let you know who my baby daddy is. He was like, I don't care who your baby daddy is. Of course he don't care, because he likes dating other well-known people's baby mamas as like thing. Remember Sarah Chapman? That's his baby mama. She was supposedly with Diddy. I mean, with Tupac. That's what he does. I can't confirm. I'm not going to confirm or deny who it is, but she got a lot of fucking nerve. She got a lot of nerve. Do you know this girl had the audacity to come at their pressure because he paid my rent? Bitch, get a job. Get a job. She literally said her sources of...
Go out there and work, shorty. You want to live in Miami in a high rise? Go out there and work or go live in Liberty City. You look good enough. Somebody's going to cuff. Go hit the poles and booby trap. I'll throw a couple.
Income was Diddy giving her money and her child support. Get a job. She is making real victims look terrible. There have been no facts so far that were anything like Cassie. And my concern is that this is going to lose the such that they don't want to give credibility to those like the Cassies. Okay, tell you, y'all not about to get me put out this courtroom. I tell you that right now, quick, fast, in a hurry.
He would give me money here and there. How much at one time? 20 bands. Throwing bread. He was throwing bread.
Good job. She really had the audacity to say, and she is stupid. She is unwise. Listen, if you're gonna walk around beautiful and talentless, You know, you don't want to get an education. That's fine. I don't know, maybe she got a learning difference. But don't be stupid at it. She really sat up there and said that Diddy had asked her how much of an allowance would she like. She said 15,000. Diddy said no, 10. You know what she does? She takes the whole 10 and says, okay, well, I'm gonna go get an apartment. I'm gonna go get a house. I want to rent a house for $10,000. Girl, you ain't got no talent. You're useless. You have no education. How can you do that? And you know you have a child to support. If you don't take 5 of it, get you a nice apartment place to stay in where she want to live with LA. Get you a nice place to stay for $5,000 and take the rest and save or whatever like that. No, you're gonna take all 10 so that you can Instagram from a nice little place. Get a freaking job. And what I really think, baby, they about to slaughter her on cross-examine, as I would. As an attorney, I would slaughter her. I'd be like, isn't it true you're just here because you are in fear of a child support dispute with your baby daddy? Because you already said your only income was Diddy's money and child support. So if your baby daddy, who's already, you know, let's say for example, her baby daddy is upset that she was even involved with this, right? Because I'm sure he would be. Any man would be. Your baby daddy is taking the custody, then what do you lose? All your income, because you no longer have Diddy's income because he's locked up. And now you no longer have the child support that you chose to live on rather than getting a job, rather than doing something. Shame on you.
Is a word that the man next to me said today during the Jane Doe's testimony. Now remember, this is day 1 of the Jane Doe's testimony, and the prosecution is setting the stage. Right now, all we know is that she was in love with Diddy, so in love with him, in a lustful relationship, full of Molly, ecstasy, sometimes ketamine, having these freak-offs, but they call them debauchery or like wild nights. And so far, she said she willingly participated because she loved him so much. She just wanted to make him happy. She wanted to turn on her partner. She really liked him. Despite the Tootsie Roll allegations, this woman loved sex with Diddy.
Nah, despite the Tootsie Roll allegation, because they're saying that this boy had a 1 meter, like a little panker, like something that money couldn't buy, I guess. Like, nah, they couldn't take something off your belly button or push like an inch out or something. I've heard allegedly on like Joe Rogan back in the day. Like, nah, there's nothing that money can help you with, my brother. That's either you blessed from God or you not, because that's crazy. That's crazy. If you this freaky, that's why he's sitting in the corner, my brother. That's why he's sitting in the corner. Because we heard the other dude say that he just sits in the corner in the rooms and watches. That's creepy. You can't even look at him. They said you can't even engage with him. Very, very odd. I know I would definitely be as soft as possible. Like, nah, my brother, this ain't gonna work out for me. I'm sorry. I'll give you a refund back on half of your money. Let me just get up out of here.
Loved it. So much baby oil, 24 bottles, she said. Now, the prosecution must have something, because so far, all we're seeing is a top. 50 Cent just posted Bert and Ernie on his Instagram. 50 Cent! Bert and Ernie were the nicknames that Diddy gave to the Jane Doe when they met. The very first time they saw each other in a bathroom, he said, let's give each other nicknames, Bert and Ernie. 50 Cent just posted Bert and Ernie. And everyone here is like, oh no, he really shouldn't have done that.
The Bert and Ernie. That's a random ass nickname to have for each other too. You moved a mile away in hopes of having another baby with me, but I was busy. So you moved back and then you started receiving money from Brother Love. Now here we are, little S worker. I do remember this when she was like, hey, 50 tried to take advantage of me in New York City. Shorty, I'm not gonna lie. I know you always gotta believe the victims, but I don't know about this one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know about this. Another one that I heard that she dated Jason Derulo too. Was this after 50? I don't know how these celebrities don't know that these shorties already doing. Like, yo, bro, it's already a trend going all around. Also, if I'm one of these dudes that laid with shorty, I gotta go get the best testing possible. I wanna get the best testing possible. I know they do the blood work from your arm vein. Now, I want you to take it from my vein down there. I want you to take it from the vein down there to make sure that I'm good. I want this shit to be 100% accurate. It is funny because I heard the judge, hopefully I can find that video when he's telling everybody not to say who the Jane Doe is, and if you do, you're gonna get in trouble for that. Like, brother, just by hearing her talking, she kind of ruined it when she said her baby daddy and Diddy got huge beef that's very public. Who else is part of this that's going off every single day, and he was just calling her S worker before all this happened? We know it's 50. We know it's 50. Not only do we know it's 50, but 50's looking at it probably thinking like, I denied him taking me shopping, he took my BMs. That's crazy. That's crazy. And the the rule of petty, though, I'm not gonna lie to you. Diddy got it. Diddy got it, because this is wild. And to give a little chump change to a billionaire, 10 bands, like, yeah, I'll give you a little chump change. Yo, she's an idiot. I would've got like a $3,000 apartment, $4,000, and saved the rest, like Shorty said, and lived off that and the child support money, and built an account. Nah, she went and spent every dollar on the rent. Great.
Hey, baby, we had a great time. Stay in the light. It's all good. Get your rest. You are the Crackpipe. That's my new name for you, Crackpipe. Or should I call you CP? But yeah, I want you to stay in the light. You know what I'm saying? We had a very, very good time together. Like so much fun. So much fun. Now go rest up. Get in your bag. Mwah. You know what I'm saying? Got your contract. Find a nice little spot. Put your mind at ease. And yeah, I had a great time. And I really, really want you to get some rest. I didn't know about you throwing up and all that. That's when I was like, hold up a second. All right, get some rest, baby. Love.
Sub up, guys. Comment down below. Please share your thoughts about all this. Do you think that Diddy audio will be strong against him in this case? Or is Daphne Joy just such a terrible victim that no one's believing right now? Defense team should have thought this probably smarter before putting her up there. Probably gonna sway away the jury to make them think like, nah, this is consensual. She was doing it because it sounded like she was doing it out of will. She said it was obligation. Why? Because I didn't want to work to pay my own rent. Nah, get out of my face. Diddy's a freaky dude. It's crazy everybody keeps bringing up baby oil. I didn't even know it was against the law to like baby oil on shorty's butt or on dude's butts. I don't know what he was doing. Pause to the extreme. But I didn't know rubbing baby oil on anybody is a crime, because I keep hearing about the baby oil when they keep bringing up fun facts, and when we're like, yeah, nah, that's cool. Diddy was a freaky dude, but where's the crime? They're like, yo, but did I say there was 38,000 bottles of baby oil in his basement? We could have 1 million bottles. It doesn't make a difference. He's freaky, but where's the crime? Sub up, comment down below.